Oh shit! What happened?
All Creek Concrete Placement LLC, serving Hudson Valley, New York, with a wide variety of services, including installation and repair of driveways, garage floors, patios, sidewalks, walkways, and stairs, stamped concrete, color, seal, and epoxy. All Creek is fully insured, 27 years of service. Contact today to get your quote.
You're looking for a good cut? Need a new barber? Look no more. House of Barbers got you. 3434 North Road, Poughkeepsie, New York. Up there by Hyde Park and Marist College. Open 6 days a week. Call today, 845-232-5036 for all your hairstyling needs.
It's finally TV, but you don't need cable or sling to see me. Black on his soapbox, Gabe in his bag. Let out some real black ink, load the 9 with the mag. First take, the last take, we can juggle the top. Like a barber with the clips, the way we talk in the shop. And since life is like a movie, we gon' stick to the plot. That's why we sponsored by the brand and scrape the weight off the top. Get it? That means we dope. So I'm need my brothers and sisters to stay woke. And we gon' lace the product with facts and straight jokes. The voice of the valley is here to spread hope. Supports a steep slope. They gon' have to let me cook. I don't know how to stop. From the culture to the music, anything else hot. Catch us every Tuesday once you step in the house. Cause all they really wanna know, what we talking about. I'm out.
Oh, and here we go. Another episode of What We Talking About. What's going on, people? Welcome to another edition of What We Talking About. Back and better than ever. Tuesday, 7 p.m. You already know what it is. We got a familiar face back in the building. Clear your throat. Let me clear my throat. Yo. What's good, man? Blackout in the building once again. We found him. He came back. He's all relaxed. He looking tan. You know what I'm saying?
We black folks don't get tan, bro. We just get crispy. You heard?
You listen. You got a little shine. You glistening over there.
I'm glistening.
Okay?
All right.
What's them things you got behind you over there? What's going on with that? What's up with that?
What you mean, bro? It's a vroom party starter.
Is that like 1,400 horsepower behind you?
It's a whole lot of ponies. That's what that is, bro. What you mean?
That's a lot of ponies back there, bro. You was chilling, huh?
Buddy, how we still measure car speed and horsepower, and we used horses in 100 years, though.
Big facts. It's just the way to measure it, though. I understand it, but and then I remember I watched something, and they were like, yeah, you know, you think like, all right, 1 horsepower, you're thinking 1 horse will be able to do this amount of stuff. That's not really what it is. Like, it's not how it works, really. It's interesting math they do to figure out horsepower. But I want to welcome everybody to the show. Thank you for tuning in. You already know what it is. You could do this every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Checking out myself and King Blackout. What we talking about? We talking hip hop. We talking culture. We talking life. We talking people. We talking all that good stuff. So if you like that type of conversation, this is the podcast for you. Keep it real. We even bring you on the show. I will put the link in the comments and let y'all come on the show. That's how we get down. If you got an issue, if you got something you want to say, you come on the show. But this is what I got to say about coming on the show.
What's up? Talk about it.
When you come on the show.
Ain't you got enough of people coming on the show?
Listen, what?
Ain't you got enough of people not named me coming on this show?
I mean, kinda. I mean,
all right.
Listen, what up? Sam's in the building. Jay Arroyo's in the building. Fam got the razzle dazzle lazzy dad hat. What's going on with that hat? Tell Jay Arroyo.
What you mean? I mean, you know what it is, bro. You said I got the Hustle Gang bear shirt with the bear hat. I mean, keeping it thorough.
Hustle Gang.
I'm always on point.
I appreciate that share. I really, really do. Yo, what's going on? Loick's in the building. I see Angie in the building. What's going on, girl?
Yo,
I love
Sam,
it.
not the sidetrack you, bro.
No.
Sam was talking her shit a little
Yeah.
while ago. Sam, I seen you. Like, yo, you talk that when I ain't. I seen you. I seen you. Tell him
I
keep
think
that same
somebody
energy.
pissed her off, man.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Somebody
0 to
don't think
60 in 2 seconds, Jay. Yeah, something like that. That's them big boys back there. That's them SRTs, some Hellcats, SRTs.
yeah. There's something going on back there. I don't know. That's
Little something.
so-
Got a couple ponies.
It's too much. It's too much power. Listen, my car is extremely fast. My car can pretty much take care of anything that's out there on the road, and these things got double the horsepower and are twice as fast. I don't get it. Like, what do we need that for? What do we need that for?
We need it for the music videos, gang. I need it so that I can violate traffic while shooting my rap video, bro. That's what we need. That's why we need it.
Now let's
to see you next spring. Absolutely. Hellcats and Sartees and scat packs.
What up, Monster in the building? Yeah, Angie was away too. She went away. She was out in Florida enjoying herself and the sun out there. She left right before this nonsense is coming over there, man.
So did I. You know, I touched back in Jacksonville, and then I got, on the plane that flew up here.
Listen. Everybody out in Florida, I'm thinking about you. Make sure, like, we're kind of hoping this thing diverts and settles down a little bit before it actually hits you. But they are not talking nice about what this. What's her name? Is it Abigail? No,
it is a drill. I don't fucking.
Yeah, that one.
Some of the I Hurricane I.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, no. So all the people out there, including the Direct Boys and everything, and Chris Rodriguez. Let's make sure that.
All right, listen, bro. They getting the equivalent of a thunderstorm down there, bro.
Idalia. Yes.
A hurricane 1, a level 1 hurricane that's going to be a tropical storm when it hits land ain't shit to Florida.
No, I know.
And as somebody who grew up in North Carolina, you get hurricanes 4, 5, 6 times a year. That ain't shit. That's a thunderstorm down there. You already something like that. You need a real monster to come through to shake you up. That's all.
Here we go. We go.
Yo, Jay, is you and Sam flirting in our comments? You don't be doing that, gang. We doing that, gang. All right.
Yo, you'll find out next week. I mean, tomorrow he'll be on the Wreck Boys. If they got some on there that he think gonna go slide, yo, Jay sliding, man. He's putting it out there.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Sliding them DMs. I like it. It's a numbers game. It's a goddamn numbers game. So listen, you was missing, bro. You was missing for 2 weeks. You decided to take off. Only job in the world where you just say, yo, I'm not coming in for 2 weeks. And you did that.
It's a few jobs like that, but my job allows that. Yeah.
It does. You saw a lot of the world, man. You didn't just stay in one locale. I like it. I
moved around, gang. Moved around.
You did, man. I like that approach to that. So shout out to safe travels and coming back in one piece and coming back happy and all that. Definitely love that. But talk to us, man. Now that you're not in these locales anymore, talk a little bit about what you saw, because I got a couple questions about the world and stuff. So I just want to take your temperature on how you felt about your trip.
Okay. Listen. Shout out to T-Mobile. Like, as long as you in the Caribbean, you got internets and stuff, and that was dope. The minute you hit a third world country, that's not the case no more. You don't. You no longer have internets, brother. And them roaming costs was like $15 a fucking megabyte. I was like, that's nuts. I'm not doing shit on this phone. Nothing. Right. I'm good. I'm gonna talk to Pueblo. Right. I'm gonna use this map.
Right.
And that's how we're gonna get to it. Absolutely. But no, it was good. It was intentional to make use of the time by going to several different places. And I kind of in the middle of it went in like a short cruise too, which I thought was kind of smart. So I hit a few spots, then went on the cruise, came back from the cruise, and then finished traveling. So I kind of put it all together. Yeah, it was dope.
So let me ask you, when you took that cruise, did you leave from New York, or you left from somewhere else and came back?
I left when I did the usual suspects. I came back into Miami, then went to Jayville. And from Jayville, I caught the boat all the way down, you know what I mean, to those locations. Then came back and then went to Lauderdale and took my flight out of Lauderdale, South America. Boom.
Oh, shout out Fort Lauderdale. That's where Angie was too.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. And then you said you ended up in Peru? Did I hear you right?
Peru. Peru.
How was
Listen,
Peru? Yeah. Listen, did you work?
What you want to know, bro? I'm
You
gonna.
need a
You got
shot?
look.
Do we gotta take you
You
to
only
the
get one
clinic?
question. What you want to know?
Did you have fun, my brother?
Facts.
Yeah. Dope.
Beautiful. Yo, listen, it's like I know there's certain spots that people go to all the time, and I'm not knocking that. I'm not saying it like this, but I mean, go to some shit that's a little out the way, and just dive into the culture. And what I mean by like if you go to like Paris, the Paris is dope. It's romantic, but like it's super Western outside of like the customs and eating beans and crackers and shit like that. Like they speaking English. You know, there's Taco Bell and McDonald's. You go to Peru. Nah,
none of that.
Ronald McDonald is only in the major city. You know what I mean? Everywhere else, you know, it's the bananas and shit. You just go, it's different. And the skin tones is bronze. It's fucking different, bro. And there's toucans flying around. It's like this is crazy. And you eating roasted pig on a spit, and you getting drawn by actual like bulls pulling a carriage through the town. Like it's different. So go there.
I like that.
Absolutely,
though.
bro. Go somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't see too many people in Peru, and I was like, I always wanted to go.
Yeah.
And, you know, once you get close to the equator, like I said, the melanins be hitting different. I seen so many bronze people. That shit was just like different. I just felt different, bro.
Yeah, that's
Eat good, you look good,
you
have good times. You get to do some what's the shit when you glide the
paragliding
and shit like zip lining and climbing some mountains and eating some exotic shit and dancing because the motherfuckers dance.
Yes,
it's
sir.
a good time, bro. Yeah.
Nah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. And that's a perfect segue into what I want to ask you. Like, you know, I always think about this, and I like to compare, you know, home to abroad in different ways and stuff. But in specific, man, how did you feel about the people, man, from locale to locale? Maybe one locale was better than another, but a couple of things that might have stuck out to you when asked that question. How do people hear the feel, the vibe? How does that all compare to when you're out and abroad? How did that feel?
It's different. It's like if you're not a New Yorker, the aggressiveness and the accent can be off-putting even when people showing you love. So like if you like a transplant or you visiting the city and nigga just like what's good, that could come off super aggressive, or could literally just be a nigga saying how you doing. You feel me? Like you. It's different. As soon as you get below the Mason-Dixon, as soon as you down there in that area, the hospitality shift. It's a whole lot of sir and ma'am and people showing love. It get active, but what I'm saying is like the hospitality hit different in the southern part of the United States. It just do. And the minute you go to one of these places where the dollar conversion rate is like 1 to 50, that hospitality is super different because you tipping a driver $5, you got him for like 3 days because that's like 500 over there. So you're gonna get treated a lot better. Your money goes further. I feel like you can have a more authentic time than trying to keep up with the Kardashians or keep up. You know what I mean? Like going to some place like Belize, which is beautiful, right? You gonna blow bread. Like the exchange rate is nuts. It ain't in your favor. Everything's already expensive. You go to Colombia with 2 stacks, you good for a month. Like it's beautiful. So like going places where not only the culture is so different and you can take that in, but your money, the American money, go further is key. Go vacation in places like that, bro. Go to Peru. Matter of fact, go to South Africa, which some people don't know. I found out this weekend. It's not Africa, y'all. It's a different country. South Africa is not the continent of Africa. It's a country on the continent of Africa.
Right.
People speak English. It's very cultured. It is somewhat of a melting pot, but your money goes dumb far. A buck is like $1,800. It's crazy. Go there. Take it in. Be safe because the niggas will jack you. But I mean, like, take in the culture. Look at the animals, eat the food, go to the dances, do the parties, drink the local shit, yada, yada, yada. And your money goes hella far. You can hire a guide for a whole week for like 50 cash. And they showing you everywhere. And they got the hammer, you know what I mean, to protect you. So
to protect you,
there's ways to move around. So like, I'm just telling anybody, if you don't got your passport, go get your passports, go stamp that up, and go visit some shit. Do the cool shit.
How much? Listen, Jay. Listen, Jay, he can't be answering those questions. He don't know. The answer is I don't know.
He said it. You get somebody 30 to be your bodyguard all day. Facts. No, that's 100 facts, nigga. 50 cash, you got him for the week. It's crazy.
Yeah. Nah, shout out Jay Arroyo. He said they also have 120 different dishes made out of potatoes too.
A lot of potatoes down there, dog.
Yeah.
It's a cheap thing to plant and feed. You don't got to do too much. Just dump water on it.
Shout out to John J, man. Appreciate you in the show. What I like everybody to do at this time is just minimize this video. Keep watching it, but just minimize the video. Hit that like button on the post. We got 13, 14 people in here, and I got 2 likes in here. Come on, y'all. Do me a favor. Hit that like for me. If you hear my voice right now, do me a favor. Minimize the screen. Minimize that video. Hit that like for me. I would really, really appreciate it. Angie's favorite food is French fries, so she's with the potatoes.
That's what's up. I got it because it was asked of me before you do your hosting. So I'm gonna ask you, sir.
Yeah,
we planning another little swing through. Soon as hurricane season over.
Oh,
you with it?
Oh yeah, we
nothing crazy. Away. We just
we down to get away. We down to get away. Yo, let me ask you, Black. Could you imagine leaving your crib, getting in a plane, driving to a locale where it's sunny, beach is there, people are popping, everybody's having fun, everybody a couple dollars in their pocket, everybody got a drink. Can you imagine being in bed by 9:07 p.m.?
That's nasty work.
Yo,
that's like when you wake up on vacation, 9 p.m. when you get up and go outside and do it again.
Facts.
Okay. Who did that?
Listen, I ain't gonna call names, but when somebody was out enjoying their birthday this past weekend, they had my wife in bed at 9 o'clock.
Somebody had your wife in bed at 7? I'm sorry, 9?
9
or she chose to go to bed.
9 o'clock.
That's crazy. Super producer. It hit that. Look, like 40s hit different. That's what we saying. It hit different. We got to take a nap. I'm not mad. I feel you.
Shout out to Angie, always making the best of every single occasion and opportunity and just trying to get the most out of it and still have fun and put that beautiful smile on her face. But man, yes, the answer is yes, my friend. We would gladly vacation and get away with people that know how to have a little bit of fun and not going to be at bed at 9 o'clock. That would be
what you're saying is when we wake up at 8:30 p.m.
to go out
and we go out.
What up, Rock?
The clock hit 10:30. You good? You're not going to turn into a pumpkin or some shit.
Nah. We're not turning. Nah.
Nice.
We only out there for a short time. We'll sleep later.
All right, Angie, you heard him here. Don't be walking this back in a couple months when I say what's up. I'm gonna send you the details in like a week.
Yeah, do that. Okay. I'm down, man. I'm telling you, we got to get a good, nice experience going for my wife, man. That's what I need. I need her to have some fun. She deserves fun. She works super freaking hard. And to be flying and leaving her crib and leaving her puppies behind and be in bed at 9 o'clock is some, like she said, lame. I was drinking solo. That's right. She made the best of the situation, man. God bless her. So yeah, man. People, I always find that outside of this country, people are nicer. I feel like people are more. They got more hospitality, a little bit more.
The nice people are nicer.
Right.
I've been trying to catch myself because not people are nicer. Like you go to certain places and you get jacked on sight. The people who want to be nice, the way that they're nice comes off nicer.
It does.
Yes.
I'm in bed around 10. I'm old, bro.
All right.
I feel you, Rock. I feel you. But there's certain situations where you should not be. Like, can you imagine being in bed at 9 o'clock and there's a casino downstairs?
I don't even know what that is. Bro, I no cap. Don't know what that means. What you mean? Like, I didn't even know you can go to the room until midnight. What do you mean? The key's not working.
The room key works at 9 o'clock. Like,
isn't that when housekeeping comes? Like, what the fuck do you mean?
There are assholes in every locale, Rock. I ain't gonna hold you. I know that's true. But you know what it is? I think, it's also perspective too, right? Because when you go out on vacation, you're in a better mood. Your energy's different. Your energy's tuned a different way. You know what I'm saying? So you're perceiving things differently too. You know what I mean?
Well said.
So yeah, man, I do find that that going other places, people are just the nice people are nicer. I will give you that. That's a true statement. And I do agree with Rock. There are assholes everywhere. So I think we are dead on, right on the money with that. So it's been an interesting 2 weeks, man. Salute to the co-host that I had come sit with me in your place, good sir. Jay Arroyo. I had Hollywood Herb in the building. And
Facts.
both were great conversations, man. I'm glad you got to pop in. You actually popped in on both, right? For a moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gave you a good 2 minutes, bro. So
yeah,
that's what she said.
Yeah. Listen, that'd be my 95 seconds. Shit,
That's
what
all
are
I
you
need
doing?
right there. I'm good. Is you good? I'm fucking great.
Yeah. We got time to do all types of shit now, girl. You know what I'm saying?
Look, so the next 57 minutes watching an episode of The Rookie or some shit. What's up?
Yeah. Black went everywhere, bro. He went everywhere. He was in the Caribbean, Florida, South America, right? Does that sum it up?
Yeah, that sums it up.
But you went everywhere in the Caribbean. I feel like you didn't just go to one spot, right?
You hit a few spots, bro.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, no, I appreciate. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Looking back at it now, did you do too much? Like, do you wish you took one leg of it out?
Not enough. I should have booked a month, and I should have seen every island and spot I wanted to see down there. So part of the reason why I want to go back so soon is I want to go and like spend a few days in like Jamaica, and I want to spend a few days in Turks. I did Trinidad and Tobago before, but I want to go to these spots and like really take it in. You know what I mean? I got to spend a few days in the Bahamas. I got to spend a few days in Peru and shit like that. That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to hit every island down there, and I want to go to Curacao and shit like that. Like I want to hit it all and give it the time I can give it, and not be rushed. You feel me? So, I did it this way to try to take in more and be in more locales. I mean, niggas do Miami all the time. That's like the weekend, but I wanted to take in different shit. I wish I could have took like a month, 5 or 6 weeks, and just went here for 3 days, and then took a ferry there for 4 days, and then took a ferry here for a couple of days, and just did that. So when I go back, I'm gonna hit a few other islands, and then next spring I'm gonna finish off the Caribbean, and then I'm gonna start doing the continent of Africa. That's my plan.
Oh, I love it, man. Yo, Jay, man. I fucking love Jay Arroyo.
Yo, Jay, you be spending a lot of time on skipthegames.com, huh, bro? You be switching. You switch the last part of that URL to international, and you just go, don't you? All right.
So Rock, real quick. He did cruise, but he added a little cruise in the middle of like the travel. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty dope. So like he didn't even cruise from New York. He was out and about, and he cruised from Florida, went places, and did all that. So like in the middle of his little 2-week excursion, I like what you did, man. I do. That's why I wanted to see, because like from the outside looking in, it looks a lot of fun. Looks like I would love that. But like then I thought to myself, like, damn, is it too much like traveling, like actual being on a plane, being on a boat? Is it too much? Did you find it too much?
If I had to do a lot of flying, yeah. But I didn't. You know what I mean? Like it's a short hop and a skip from Lodi to Miami, right?
Right.
It's a 25-minute flight basically from Miami to Jayville. So like that's not, you don't feel it. You just in and out real quick.
Right.
Then I was on the boat for a couple of stops. So like you're not flying, you're not really thinking about it. And then when you go to Peru, it's just here, I'm on the flight. That's like literally 45 minutes, bro. Like it's not crazy.
Yeah.
So that's why I did it that way. Like the flights is super short, and you just go.
Yeah, no, I like it, man. Good job.
Yeah.
Now, did you book it all yourself, or you had an agent do it for you?
I used my concierge.
Yo, you did.
I got a concierge. Absolutely. Little hint, y'all. Little hint. If you get your credit up, and I'm not being funny when I say this, you get access to some really cool things. So one of the things I got access to, and I got my credit right after fucking it up for a decade, being in the military and getting all kind of shit in credit, like sneakers, doing the most dumb shit. Okay, get your credit up. You get access to services from these big companies. And one of the ones that I got access to, through that American Express is a concierge service. So you call her and like, this is what I want to do. This is the time frame I want to do it in, and these are the things I want to experience. Now lay it out. And she gave me different options, and I was like, yo, it'd be dope if I could just sandwich that cruise. I don't want to be on a boat and hit these different spots for a day and then get back on. I want to do other shit too. So she just helped you map it all out and do that, and then book shit for you. So like every time I got to a spot, it was ready. The bed's ready. My champagne is there. My drink is there. Whatever the fuck I want is there. My food is ready. And just you do it so that you don't have to think about it. So like even the traveling times, bro, I'm not thinking about it. I'm just like, oh, it's 8. The car will be downstairs at 15. I get in the car, take me where I gotta go. They'll tell me what my concourse is. They'll drop me off right in front of it. I get in the plane. I'm sitting in the first class any fucking way. They're gonna feed me, give me a snack. I'm off in 15. My driver's at the next airport. He gonna take me where I gotta go. So you just map it out, and you don't really think too much, bro. You just move.
Got you. Were you able to use the MX points at all?
I didn't on purpose though, because all the moving, well, I racked a whole lot of points.
Yeah.
All the moving around, they don't care the distance.
No.
Just the fact that I was doing it.
Yeah.
I'm on it, gang.
Well, we on that point game. Yeah, we on that. So that's why I knew. Because sometimes those points can really be super helpful. Certain, hotelies, flights,
I'm on it. So when I be like, yo, I'm going to the Trump, I know we don't mess with him too much, but like that's a super nice hotel. Don't pay for that. You know what I mean? You just walk up to the door, man, hand me a cup, like Denzel, let's go, sir. And you just go upstairs and it's done. Don't pay for that shit. Give that man my money, but I will give him these American Express points.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You ain't getting my bucks, but you can get these points. What's up?
Yo, I want to take this moment to say shout out to the Village Global Network out here, Wapta Music, Culture Shock Radio, Cuzzo FM, and the Tattoo Shop Radio, all powered by Zeno.fm. And then shout out to my boy Poppy Blaze with Blaze 'em Up Radio, replaying this. We get played at noon and we get played at midnight. So I think he plays our last week's show at noon and he plays the current week at midnight. You know what I'm saying? So
I got questions in the comments, not to kill you, Gabe, but there's lots of questions I want to answer them. Can you want to answer them?
Let's go.
Can
you go above max? What's that mean?
What's that mean, Angie? What that mean?
I want to know what that means. You do got the cheat code. You do.
Bro, I'm always listening. Yo, Jay, no cap, and you be tuned in, bro, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, he do.
When I stay trying to give people game, like I'll be dropping nuggets if people want to pick it up and live their best. You feel me? He said black stunt. Yo, bro, you be stunned. I seen the whole photo shoot you did with the Charlie boy. I seen the photo. I seen the photo shoot you
humble. Let me play humble. What up, Rem?
He said credit score. Oh, I don't know what that max score. Like I'm still black, Angie. So like I don't know a black person with 800. I don't know it. Look,
I think that's her stunting right now. That's her. That's her flexing right there. Look,
yeah, they're gonna keep us at 7. Look, they're gonna keep us at 793 forever. I'm never gonna get that 800. So I ain't never getting the 8. They don't fucking me like that, gang.
Listen. They need to. Super dope. Yo, listen, we got 9, 10, 11 people up in here. I need y'all to minimize the screen. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Let people know that you up in here. Please let them know. Love that you guys are here. Thanks for all the support. Really do appreciate y'all. So while you were gone, good sir, life was happening all along the way. We were going to talk a little bit, and I don't know if it's like old news now, but maybe just a quick little couple minutes on it. What was your, do you want to give a quick take on the Yankee Stadium live Hip Hop 50 concert that we was at?
Yeah, I can sum this up real quick. Y'all ready? That shit was a blast. It was good having you and Angie there and Angie friend. You know what I mean? Me and Cass enjoyed ourselves. That was dope. I'm glad we bounced and didn't stay till 1:30. That's fucking madness. I damn sure caught COVID from being around people. That was crazy. I was scared because when I finally hit Florida, I thought I was gonna be sick because I had the fever. But I guess because I've had it twice, bro. That shit was the fever hit me. The next day, I was fine. I was positive too. The next day, all the symptoms are gone. My body kicked my ass like I know what to do with this. But I absolutely caught COVID being out that motherfucker.
Get out. Oh,
facts.
Shit.
Big spreader event, like a dummy.
I think we had it too, bro, because I wasn't feeling great that weekend.
She said, so to my friend, yo, you might have, bro. It took like 3 days. My throat got itchy, and I was like, oh shit. By the 4th day, fever hit me. I was in the bed, I was achy. But my body went ham. My fever got up to like probably like 103, easy, like cooking.
That happens to you. That happened to you last time too. Yeah.
But the next day, bro, I swear to God, the next morning, fine.
Word.
Like my body knew what to do with it this time, and just fine, got rid of it.
Good. Yeah. I'm glad to, yo, it's crazy how you say that, man. That did happen. That's all factual right there. But I was trying to tell the people last time, yo, how crazy was that feeling of camaraderie in that stadium, bro? How dope was that?
That was super dope, bro. Just turning around in Yankee Stadium, and we in the ball field. It's not like we wasn't in the stands. Right, we in the field, and you just see how it look, and all the lights and the phones is up, and everybody's in for the most part, just doing this and having a good time and experiencing the culture and all walks of life. It wasn't just black people, black, white, brown. It didn't matter. Asian motherfuckers. I seen old people in there. Like everybody was like, I love this thing. You feel me? And it was just, it was love.
Right.
Dope. Man.
Right.
It was a dope experience.
It really was, man. And zero arrests.
Zero arrests.
Zero
I think
arrests.
some people just didn't tell.
You know. But yo, didn't you get the feeling like, besides that one dude who tried to get a little sideways at one point, but didn't you get that feeling like this ain't even the place to act up here? Like, you're not even supposed to be a dick to anybody tonight. Like, didn't you get that feeling?
Because of the crowd and the event, I felt that way.
Yeah, me
and I
too.
also feel like Hokel felt that way, because I swear to God, half the NYPD was out there. Like it was everywhere. So like if you acted up, you wanted that smoke.
Yeah.
And they left people alone. Like, and you know the vibes. Like people were smoking and everything they shouldn't have been doing. And they didn't bother nobody. Like they even took down the signs, like wherever your section was. Like at this point, wherever you at, bet.
Yeah.
And they let you just live. Just keep it on the floor. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like I thought it was dope.
Yeah. The one thing I would say is, damn, man, can we get some better planning involved, bro? So I stayed, obviously. You left and we stayed behind, but we took the train. So we had to catch the last train out, and the last train was at 12:03. We thought we had plenty of time. You know what I'm saying? We missed Nas.
Where you were?
Yo, we walked out on Snoop performing.
Yeah.
In the middle of his set, Miss Nas and Miss Run DMC's last performance ever. You know what I mean?
I was really mad about missing Lauren. Yeah, I mean,
Lauren came out. She sounded like ass at one point, but then she cleaned it up. She cleaned it up.
It's still her.
It was her though.
Yeah.
He brought her out though. That was crazy. Because like I was telling them too how dope that moment was when Method Man came out of nowhere, how the whole stadium erupted, how dope that was. I wonder what it was like when Lauren's voice was heard over that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted him to come out. I feel the pain, hardcore to you, man. I wanted that to be the step out. I wanted to go nuts, but they ain't do it like that. It was cool though.
The protection neck joint was dope though to come out to that. You know, that was dope. But nah, cool, man. Cool. I thought it was a great event. I also like how the residual effect of all this stuff, like I'm seeing like the legends' names in like headlines now on like hip hop sites and stuff. Like Big Daddy Kane on stage has to deal with this. You know what I'm saying? Like we wasn't hearing about Big Daddy Kane at a concert. You know,
and a lot of, I don't want to say it like this, but a lot of smaller, because Yankee Stadium's huge. A lot of smaller events is popping up now. People realizing like, yeah, New York is the birthplace, but we can celebrate this in Miami and Florida and Cali and Texas. Like hip hop is universal. Like let's do our own little celebration, and you're seeing those show up. And salute to that, and to all the OGs getting the bag. Like some of these people, like this probably the biggest bag they're gonna get again for the rest of their life. You know what I mean? Be able to hit these stages and actually be heard by people who want to hear them. Right. And I say that like in a positive light. You know what I'm saying? Like seeing Herc and them, like Herc ain't selling out Yankee Stadium, but he can have those eyes on him about being at these kind of events and getting that bag. So like I've been seeing a ton of them pop up. Go get that bag, support that. Support our legends, put that bag in a pocket so they can take care of their families and pass that down and celebrate this thing that we love. You know what I mean? Like,
and it's fun.
Some of y'all been here longer than me. And you saw it come from spinning on a fucking piece of cardboard, you know what I mean? And break beats. Like you saw that birth. So like I know how I feel about it. You must fucking love this shit. You feel me?
Sure. Absolutely. And like to that point, you know, these older acts, they know how to perform. Like they're putting on like a show. You know what I'm saying? And yo, I'm still saying it, bro. After all that, shout out to A Boogie with the hoodie with the dope set, man.
Best show. Best show.
He had a dope set, man. I still fuck with his lighting, his graphics, everything about what.
But he just took his tour show and brought it. So like you can tell he's still active. That's literally his tour show. He just brought it with him.
Yeah, exactly.
Brought his dancers and everything. It was dope.
Yeah, no, he did a really good job with that. And then just so everybody doesn't think that it's all like, you know, candy and flowers over here, I will say that EPMD, Eric Sherman, he could do whatever he wants. He want to be on the stage and do stuff with Redman and I love music and rock all that. I think that's a go. He can no longer do shows with Parrish Smith. Parrish Smith My man, yo, at one point, Eric Sherman is like pointing at him, like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he was so horrible, offbeat, out of breath. Like, it was bad for Paris Smith, man. Shout
What
out
you
to the
doing,
legend.
gang? Let that man be great.
Listen, he was great. And he's just revel in his greatness, his old past greatness, and just let Eric carry the torch. Because Eric still got it. Eric was on beat, he sounded good, he looked smooth. He was, he wasn't yelling, he was saying his lyrics. Paris out there just running out of breath, screaming his lyrics, not being on beat. Like, that was crazy, man. I love EPMD. Anyway, DMC want to run for president now. How you feel about celebrities coming into politics now, and with this dude Trump, really making it popular, I should say, the notion that these celebrities can walk in with no prior political experience, basically, and want to be president. You think DMC would be a good president, man? You think he would do the right thing, get us in the right direction?
No. But this ain't new though, bro. Like,
no.
Jesse the Body was a governor. Schwarzenegger was a fucking governor. They let Trump run the country. Like, do it even matter? Like, George Bush was in the war, but wasn't in the war because he deserted, but he was still president.
No, I know. Shout out to everybody across the world that's listening to it. I know you're all laughing at us right now because of our leadership here. I know it's true.
Terrible. We got to choose between a skeleton, and a pumpkin. It's not much of a choice. We don't have good options in the two-party system. I wish we were in the UK with 8 parties that actually share power, because this shit is stupid over here.
Big facts, man. We try not to make this too much of a political podcast, but listen, man, it's bad out here, and I would love for a new candidate on either side to emerge with just a little bit of sense. Make me think that you don't need help going up and down the stairs. You know what I'm saying? I just think people that are confidently walking the earth and able-bodied have a different perspective. And
that's not fair. That's not fair. One of our greatest presidents was in a wheelchair. Don't do that. That's not fair. He was differently able.
He was tooling himself around. No, he wasn't getting pushed around. Like, he was able. This guy Biden, man, I feel for him. Like, I'm scared. Like, he's gonna go eat something. He's gonna drown in his soup. Like,
Joe Biden was alive during World War II. I just like to point that out. So, like, that's the guy running the country in 2023, and he was alive when some people still had horses instead of cars.
Bro, I can't do it.
Just gonna put it out there. Yeah, but that just goes to show you the state of politics in America, right? Like, the fact that your two choices is a geriatric person, and nothing wrong with being older. Like, you lived a hell of a life, good for you. Sure. You just don't need to be running the country.
Correct.
And a felonious pumpkin.
Yeah.
Like, you got 317 charges pending against you, but you are the best candidate in that party. That makes no sense.
Is he going to be president while in jail?
You know what's crazy? There's no law against it. You can't vote for the president, but you can be president. Isn't that great? Isn't the Constitution fucking amazing? You can't vote for the president, but you can damn sure run the country.
Listen, everybody out there across the world, stop laughing at us. I hear you. Stop, please. We have to deal with this in real time. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not easy to deal with this. I just want y'all to know out there across the world. Yeah, man.
I'm gonna say this out here just so your people take it in. Yeah, you know that the president is the commander in chief of the armed services, right? And when that person shows up around you and you're in the service, you're supposed to salute, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had the honor of meeting our current president at the time, George Bush, twice.
Okay.
And one time I got to stand in the front of the row, in the front of the platoon, as he walked through, shaking hands and smiling for the camera.
Okay.
I want to put it out like this. I did not salute.
You did not?
I did not salute. I did not salute.
Did anybody say anything to you?
I absolutely got talked to. And I was told that as the commander in chief, he is the highest ranking person in our military force. And I said, no, he ain't. He deserted.
How'd that sit?
I got a chuckle, and then I got made to do lots of push-ups.
Okay.
But I still didn't salute.
Right. Honestly, we need something because the rest of the world is tired of what the U.S. government is doing. That's just a big fact, John. It's just a big old fact. That's why I'm telling everybody stop laughing. I hear you over here laughing, and I don't like it. Um, so if we pivot from that and go into like Olympic sports and all that real quick, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention when there's real deal like champions in the building. Yo, salute Simone Biles, man, for the 8th time that she has captured the overall gymnastics title. I say that because this is the young lady, if y'all remember, she was really dealing with some like mental things going on where she was dealing with depression, she was dealing with anxiety and not wanting to perform and wasn't sure about herself, confidence was super low. And for her to turn it around and just get this, I'm saluting that. And shout out to Ms. Biles, man, out here killing that. Olympic gold medalist is right, Angie. It's not easy out here to do things like that. I don't know if y'all saw the highlights. I know some of you watch ESPN, but see her flipping around like that. That is not easy to land all that, to get up in the air like that. Like, so salute that young lady. And thank you for repping the country. Did you peep any of that?
Nah.
See, you got to do better, Black. You got to
Nah,
salute.
bro. Once again, I'm not with the fake patriotism. All right. That team we got doing the FIBA sports with the basketball play, that team's terrible. We got a terrible team. We winning by default. I'm not excited by that. I'm not excited about seeing Simone Biles flip on a pole. I know it's hard, but it's not interesting to watch for me. You know what I mean? I see niggas BMX. Matter of fact, try running from the cops. That should be an Olympic sport. I see niggas jump really tall fences, jump out of really high windows on buildings, and keep running and break no bones. For real. I seen niggas tag the underpass of a very high underpass hanging from the sign by his ankles while he tags the underpass, and then he hops down and didn't get hurt. Like the jungle is the real Olympics. Niggas in these streets.
It's true. I cannot argue with that. It is true. Another thing that happened while you was gone is finally TV's YouTube channel has achieved 1,000 subscribers. Yay! Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to everybody across the world. Finally hit that 1,000 sub mark. Did it with a little marketing. Did it with a little perseverance. A whole lot of editing, a whole lot of work, a whole lot of interviews, sitting across from people with stinky breath that don't know what the hell they talking about. Shout out to everybody who made that happen. Shout out to
Hold up.
What?
What? You don't get to sneak that shit in.
I snuck in?
Who are these stinky breath people?
Oh, I can't be naming names, but there's some stinky breath motherfuckers out here sitting across from me in my own house, talking to me. And then I got smart and I do the angle. You know what I'm saying? So I keep, what I'm saying? You talking like past me, you're not talking at me, you know what I'm saying? So like I
like to remind you, sir, that you did an episode with yourself. So were you one of the stink mouth people who was in
No, it was nobody on the other side.
Right. Okay.
Listen, that was the 100th episode. If you ain't watched that, I definitely interviewed myself, like legit interviewed myself. I like that though. But no, shout out to everybody who subscribed along the way. Shout out to everybody tuning in. I really do appreciate y'all for that. After this show, I'm actually when Black and I get off, we usually talk for a few minutes. I'm actually gonna cut off. I gotta go. I gotta do a wardrobe change right quick, and I got a 9 o'clock Voice of the Valley live interview going down on YouTube. I want y'all to see if you can tune into that. I got a young lady named Honey Stacks coming on, female artist, doing her thing on the come up. Shout out to Let's Get Activated Sam for putting her around and getting her on the show to do things. So Honey Stacks at 9 o'clock tonight. So tune into that, y'all. Shout out to the sponsors. You know what I mean? The sponsors out here doing their thing. All Crete and House of Barbers. I finally got to go to the new shop. I went to House of Barbers. It's up there in the plaza with Home Depot over there by Marist and all that. It was a little, I couldn't find it at first. I went a little early because I didn't know where it was, but I found it. It is in that Rhinebeck Savings Bank right there, all that, right where Home Depot's at. Sal's shop is super dope, bro. It's
Okay.
super dope. Yeah, we're gonna have a little footage. I think we're gonna do an interview with him at one point before the season's over and see the inside of the shop. But man, he set it up like it's just conducive for chilling, man. It really is. It has like that old school feel to it. Like you feel like you could sit down, just throw your head back, and you're gonna get like the razor's gonna come out. He's gonna give you the shave and all that. Like it's that type of shop with the hot towels and all that, the hot lather and everything. So yeah, House of Barbers, man. Check them out over there in Poughkeepsie by Marist and Allcrete. You know, all your concrete placement needs. You're doing anything, patios, foundations. You're doing new parking garages, anything like that. Allcrete is your people's. Make sure you go and check them out. So, you know, we got to pay the bills around here, and they help pay the bills. So we got to shout out the sponsors. Shout out to y'all. I have a question for you that I had last week with Hollywood Herb. Shout out Hollywood Herb and the team. He had an interesting question come up for him. And I know why it came up, because not that he's looking for love, but he's always posting about like relationship stuff on Facebook. So I think when I asked the question and mentioned him, they came up with this question. But I was dying to ask you, and I'm only asking you for your opinion and perspective on it, because I know that, you know, salute to Cass, and she 100%. So we ain't worried about that. But I did want to ask you your opinion on this question, though. Let me go see, because I don't want to mess up the context of it. Because I want to see what you think about it.
This about to be some shenanigans, y'all.
It is shenanigans, not 100%, 1,000% shenanigans and nonsense, but fun nonetheless. Let me see what we got here. What did I call? Oh yeah, ask it anyway. Boom. Let me see. Let me get this question for you. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. Assume you're single. All right. Like this is just to give you a perspective, not what you would do, right? But say somebody's building, you know, a relationship, right? You got to think in terms of building a relationship. Assuming you like both people, right? There's two women. Assuming you like both. Both are smart. Both have good careers. One is a knockout dime piece in the face and all that, but has augmented her body.
2005 dime piece, got it.
Okay. The other is a bit ordinary, meaning girl next door type of girl, right? But same thing. She's smart. She got a great career. You know what I'm saying? But she ordinary, no augmentation. Which one and why would you say?
What does ordinary mean in this context? Because ordinary doesn't mean less attractive. There's different layers of attractiveness. So like, remember Topanga, Boy Meets World?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. She to me is ordinary, but she was attractive.
Sure. Okay. So I think in this sense, I took it as like she might not have the, you know, the light eyes and and like that big huge smile and all that, but she's cute and she's the girl next door and there's nothing wrong with her and everything is in the right spot. She's just not flashy. She's not on it like that. But
so the only difference between the two is one got a BBL and one don't.
Yeah, one's augmented her body. Maybe
in
just
what way?
I would say BBL and some boobs. I would say at this point. Or you know what I said? I said BBL and the lips done.
Okay, I'm taking a natty.
You are.
I this is my feeling, and maybe you got a different opinion. I love to hear your take.
Yeah,
I don't as a man, it is interesting to look at augmented women. Right?
Okay.
But this is gonna sound weird, but hear me out. I'm never like, damn, her ass is crazy. I'm super turned on. I don't think if I know it's like super fake, I don't think I've ever been actually turned on by the crazy BBL. It's more like that's crazy work. Why are you doing all that? But I never been like I'm trying to hit. I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm just saying I've never felt that way.
Right.
Because you're aware, like especially when it's overdone, you're acutely aware that it ain't real. So it kind of, at least for me, it's like, you seen one, you seen them all.
Right.
I want the natty.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, and that's what I said too. I would rather, I'd rather the other chick who hasn't done any augmentation, because
I'm not knocking it. It's fun to look at.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
And like when me and Hollywood Herb were talking about it, you know, we dove into like the different types of augmentation, right? And I kind of gave like the boobs a pass because there's several reasons why a girl might change what she got going on her chest. There's
It
like
depends how big for me. Like you can't
right,
go, 40
right,
double D. That's nuts.
right. But if you're just, say, I
A
mean,
to
God
B.
forbid, right, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to
Fine.
go. I just don't want to. I don't want to look like a boy. I want to have some lumps on my chest. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? So like, I get that. Like, so I didn't want to include like breast augmentation because I just feel like unless it's like what you're saying, like you're going from like
Dolly
a
Parton shit is nasty work.
yeah, like what are you doing? What are you doing? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
Okay.
but my take on that is I would take the ordinary girl, quote unquote, only because like I feel the girl that's doing all that and putting all that time and money and pain into changing her body like that, I feel like she's just too worried about everybody else and she don't really like she. It's hard to say. I don't want to put that on everybody,
I
but
was gonna
it
say,
just
tread lightful. Tread
yeah,
light. All right.
like I feel like they don't love what they are naturally.
What if they had a mastectomy? Double.
Right, right, right.
What if she got the Mr. Plank on the backside? Like
Mhm.
just a flat board. Like God gave her nothing. Just flat. She looking like a bodybuilder on steroids. And
I
don't and
guess
don't do leg day ever.
I guess it's the same thing like you were saying with the boobs. If you're going from an A to a C, cool. If you're going
Eh,
from nothing to
A to A,
badunk,
A to a B. Yeah.
A,
Yeah, A to B. A to a C is like it's gonna look a little unnatural on you. You got an A for a reason, so you probably not like 220 pounds with an A cup. Normally, I'm not saying it can't happen. Normally,
right,
you got an A cup, you like Coil Ray, so don't put C's on that. You look weird.
right. Now
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell y'all something. I told you something about like all the subscribers that we got going on, and how we really doing this thing now. If
Mhm.
y'all tune in to YouTube right now, shout out to the 271 people that is rocking this show right now. Salute to y'all.
Shit.
Make sure you hit subscribe on this right now if you're not already subscribed to the channel. We appreciate everybody out there, especially those out in shout out Bangladesh, man. Not just because it rhymes dope with a bunch of different words in our our vernacular, okay? But because there's
Uh-huh.
dope people in Bangladesh, all right?
Nah,
And
talk
I
your shit. Go
appreciate them.
ahead.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody across the world. Te quiere mucho. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like, hit that share, come back up in here. Every week we talking this shit. Today we're talking about boobies and we're talking about BBLs and fat asses and not and all that. And we talk about everything under the sun. So with that said, I appreciate your answer, bro. And I'm with you. And you know what? I assumed you would go that way too, because I feel like you feel the same way, more or less that I do about that. So salute to you. Before we get into the best ever 50 greatest artists in hip hop, according to this show, I
Nah,
wanted
you
to ask
doing it again. Nah, you
what
doing it
what
again, bro.
what did I do?
Greatest 50 hip hop artists, period. Not according to the show, not
Oh.
according to Black and Gabe, not according to Finally TV, period. Period.
I love it. I love it. I love the confidence that my co-host exerts. So listen, before we get into that talk, and we got a couple of heavy hitters to talk about that we left off with last time. Couple of things I want to mention here is when it comes to music, and I seen this and it was an interesting take, and I want to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
How much do you think music as a kid, when you're a kid, and a kid, I mean from 5 to 18,
Mhm.
how much does the music really influence who you are, in
A
your
lot.
opinion? Talk about it.
A
Talk
lot.
about that.
Have
You
y'all
think it
not
really
seen?
molds you?
Have you not seen? See, mode is far.
Okay.
You said influence.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't think anybody. Now you can take it how you want to take it. Anybody's molded by music. You
Mm.
influenced by music, and how you choose to approach that influence is up to you.
Mhm.
So like, fuck the police didn't make me say fuck the police.
Right.
It made me sing that song, which
Mhm.
then said, I wonder why they're saying fuck the police, and then go educate myself about said topic.
Right.
So like, how you choose to take that is up to you. People who rapping about drilling and all that shit, does that mean you want to go drill? immediate. Like, no, there are
Right.
people who listen to drill music and talk about going to hit a stain who never hit a stain. It's just I like the energy and what it conveys, and that's what I choose to lean into. I want to get sturdy on the dance floor and keep it pushing. So music influences you. So like my uncle was a DJ, right? My brother was a rapper. And when I was younger, you wake up and you got my uncle spinning Marvin Gaye and blending that shit with Juicy. Like,
Right.
and that's what you hear every morning when you wake up. And you got my brother in there with him rapping over the blend. So of course it influences me. Of course it makes me be taking interest in music and how you doing that and the sounds and digging in the crate and shit of that nature. So like, yeah. Now, how do I take that influence and run with it? Well, for me, it's like I want to create that.
Right.
Some people, well, it makes me want to dance. So I'm gonna go take this in by dancing and expressing myself with my body, but to music. You know what I mean? So everybody and how they relate to it is different based on themselves.
Right.
So music influences people, but it doesn't mold you. You decide how you want it to influence you.
Right. Right. Yeah, I like that take. I do think that you know, music can culturize you, if that's even a word, but you know what I mean? Because like you could be in your house listening to all the Caribbean vibes, you could be listening to folklore, you know, country, all that. You can get so much culture from the music, and then when you go and travel and you hear the same sounds, you know what I'm saying? It's familiar to you, and it's a different feeling at that point when you find something. Because you know, a lot of times, what do we say? You know, people don't know what they want what they know. You know, so if you coming up on that, and then you go abroad and you're hearing those same sounds, you're more likely to like indulge in that, have fun in that, and be free in that, and feel home at that, you know, with that. So yeah, no, I agree. I think music does play a big part in the upbringing, as far as like you know, what you find fun, you know, what you like. I think you find out how you're going to use music, because like some people use music to escape. Some people, you know, some people use music just to pass time. They just want something in the airwaves just so they hear something so they could pass this next hour or so. You know what I'm saying? Some people use it as like a therapy. You know, some people use it as you know, some people use it to go to sleep. Like, it's crazy how it gets used. But the point is that with music, it can influence. That's a great word to describe that. It can influence you to the point where it becomes you, right? Because that's what happened with me and hip hop. You know, I was an open book. I'm 9 years old and I'm listening to 8 tracks with Tom Jones, you know what I'm saying, in my house. And then I'm listening to, you know, El Gran Combo, you know, and then I got my sister behind me and she's coming up with Madonna, talking about, you got to listen to this. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? I love that. And I think that adds to you. And then for me, like when I started listening to hip hop, that's when like I like sunk my teeth into it. You know what I'm saying? I really
get different.
Yeah, it hit different. And like you're listening to the lyrics and you're hearing like what they're going through and what they're saying, and you're relating to certain lines, and like it was different for me, man. So yeah, no, I do think that it has a big influence with that. Did you hear that Timberland and Justin Timberlake are going to be dual curators for ESPN's Monday Night Football? Did you hear that?
That's going to be so terrible.
You think?
It's going to be pop music galore. I guess that's cool.
I thought it was cool. You don't think it's cool?
In what way? Like, it's going to be pop music. I don't care. It's going to be Promiscuous Girl and shit like that. Like, they already do that up-tempo pop shit on those broadcasts. Like, what is JT going to bring to the table that's not going to be Promiscuous Girl and Entourage?
Do you think that's where they're going with that? I hope
Timberland and Justin Timberlake. Could you be more I'm urban but I'm really pop than those two motherfuckers together?
No.
they are the same. They were some of the safest urban cultural people ever. Timberland and JT, just them like white.
Yeah,
and we give him a, you know, he can come into the party kind of car because of how he is, but that nigga white. And Timberland make pop music, so like I'm not knocking it, but it's gonna be like I said, it's gonna be that. It's not gonna be you took the clothes off my back. We're not getting that.
No.
We're getting Nelly Furtado and shit.
It could go that way. It could go that way. I hear you.
So no, I'm not excited.
Maybe I'm so open-minded. I try, man. I try to like stuff, and I can appreciate when I see, you know, hip hop keep penetrating all these different what do I want to call that? Different industries, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's dope to see it.
Hip hop in, I'd be cool with it, but they don't.
Yeah,
they
but
bring in the safest form of that shit.
Yeah, no, I know. It's true. But you gotta start somewhere, Black.
No, you don't. We've been doing this forever. Like, we've been at the Super Bowl performing. We had a titty slip. Like, we did all that shit. Like, I just want rap, the most popular genre on the planet, to not have to hide in the shadows as if we like the ugly stepchild still. When that's what everybody listening to, that's what y'all want to be. Y'all like this culture. Y'all buy y'all shit. Y'all dress like us. Y'all talk like us. You dance to our shit. Like, that's what the fuck it is. But then on the mainstream, it's fucking, and I'm not knocking it, but it's fucking bullshit pop and Taylor Swift. Like, these rappers don't fucking exist. Shit is disgusting. And then they give you a whitewashed version of hip hop and say, look, we're down. It's Timbaland. Timbaland pop. I know he was a Missy, but Missy pop. She rap, but you know what I mean. The sound is safe. The sound is super safe.
No, I know.
Just give me, even if you would have gave me Drake version of hip hop, I'll take it. It's close enough.
Right. There was another question for Hollywood and I last week that we didn't get to. Maybe I'll just save it for next week. Maybe I'll just save that one for next week.
John said he found many different cultural experiences within music in general as well. Absolutely, man. So many things I connected with. One of the things that I think makes me a good producer is the fact that I didn't limit myself to just the things that was pleasing to my ear. So, like, I'm the nigga. If you play anything from the 90s, the 2000s, the late 80s, I know that shit. I'm talking about rock. I'm talking about punk. All that shit. I listen because that gives you a well-rounded palette to be able to dig from when you want to go make a blend and make a beat and make a song and reference something that's a little out of left field and just be more in tune with different sounds and tonality. People act like it's weird. Like, when I be like, I'm singing fucking Backstreet Boys. Like, it's not. Like, I need to know that shit because that I can take pieces of that. It's like that's the musical part of me, right? That's how you build and get a diverse ear.
Sure.
You know, makes your palate better. So I totally get it, bro. And I was that dude. I would go fuck the police, and then I would go listen to She Was a Skater Boy, like whatever. Because it's the contrast was good, bro.
Yeah. That's
for the creatives. I mean, for me at least.
Right. Chris Rodriguez tapping in. Fellas, what's good? Had to tap in real quick while preparing for this storm. Salute, man. Salute to you. Salute to your show tomorrow, 7 p.m. in the studio with the Rec Boys every Wednesday, 7 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. Yo, we shouted you out earlier, Chris, man. You're in our thoughts, prayers, and all that. Hope everything is safe. I hope it skips over your crib and the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Gabe, watch this, yo, Chris, I was down there, bro. I ain't see you. What happened?
Oh, did you hit him up? Did you hit him up and he not hit you back?
He knew I was down there. He knew I was down there. Yo, Chris, I was down there. Why you?
That sounds like you ain't hit him.
Why you ain't hit me up? What happened, bro?
That sounds like you ain't hit him up though. How you gonna go to his town and not hit him up?
Phones work both ways. Yo, Chris, I was down there. Why you hit me, bro? You saw me on socials chilling. Why you ain't tap in?
Wow, no, Gabe, he ain't hit me. Right, he catching flights to place. See, I know he ain't hit you.
That's nasty work.
He just admitted he ain't hit you. You know what I mean? Nah, but for everybody watching this, make sure you minimize this video while you watching it and listening it, and hit that like button for me. Just hit the like button for me. That's what, you don't gotta do nothing crazy. Hit the like button, hit the share, and I'm good up in here. Nah, man. Well, I lost my train of thought. What I was gonna say was salute to you, salute to everybody out there in Florida, Chris. Man, I hope that all works out well. Black did tell me that it's y'all fronting because it's just a thunderstorm and y'all acting basically like crazy.
Fucking windy thunderstorm, category 1. That shit gonna be a tropical depression by the time it hit y'all niggas. Get out of here. I'm about to pray for Florida state of emergency. Y'all gonna have some rain. When I get that shit all the time.
Listen, he calling you out, man. When he went to your city, he said what up to you because he did the right thing because he came here and he had to hit you up. You ain't do that. You ain't do that. Why you ain't do that, Black? Come on, you misrepresenting us, bro. Come on, son. Bro?
Last time I hit this nigga, he's like, yo, you too far. And I was like, really, King? That's what we doing? You too far? Oh, I ain't getting no pussy out there. I'm like, come on, gang. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Look, I'm out of here.
He did not. Listen, where is Chris? You was in Fort Lauderdale and Jayville. Where's Chris? In Orlando?
I mean, I'll let him put his business out there.
Is that where you at? You in the northern part of I feel like you in the northern part.
Yeah,
you're
you
not
telling
in
people where
Miami.
you at, Chris? He
Black,
out there.
that
He
guy,
out there
got him.
in the Sunshine State. He out there.
Yeah, that's some bullshit, Chris. He should have hit you. But you're right. He was probably in the middle of catching a flight. He just needed to catch a flight. You know, you're busy. We get it.
Do it for the culture, gang. You know what we doing.
We get it.
You know
so Black man, why don't you take the couple minutes or just a minute and tell the people, man, what we do on this show with this thing. We got this top 50 list. What's that all about, bro?
Yo, check it. Celebrating 50 years of hip hop. On this show, we are doing our top 50 hip hop artists of all fucking time. Here's the criteria. It's really simple. No groups. We'll do groups another year. Only solo artists. They can be from a group, but we're doing solo artists. Cool. Copy. This is about when you got the ball. Did you take it to the house? I don't want to hear he's your favorite. He got the nicest pen. When coach put you in the game, did you win?
Right.
Did you win? Did you get Grammys? Did you go platinum? Did you sell records? Did you sell merch? Right. Did you impact the culture in a crazy way? Is there a tree of artists who just look and sound just like you? What is your influence? Did you do it first? That matters, but did you do it first and the best? That's more important. You got me? Copy? Cool.
I do. I got it. Good explanation. I love it. So what we do is we got a list. We've been putting it together. It's in 5 different sections, 1 through 50, with tiers of 10 going through the whole joint, right? Shit. So it looks something like this, I think. I think this is the right one. Yeah, with Pitbull on there. Okay. All right. So this is it. And we have made, are you seeing that on the screen, Black? Not yet?
Not yet.
All right, hold up. Bam. Okay, there we go. All right. So here's our list. Right?
Yeah, he got Pitbull on the list.
Shut up. We're going to fight, bro. I swear, I don't care how big you are. We're going to end up fighting, bro. Stop. You better stop, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
Stop right there. Listen. Stop right there.
For all y'all listening, he got Pitbull on the list.
Listen, he got Pitbull on the list. Right? So,
take that bro off, man. What you doing?
Listen. You better stop, bro.
Take him off, bro. Why are you doing that?
Listen. Because Pitbull is a dance artist. All right, so here's the list. We got one more entry into our tier 1. That tier 1 is heavy, very heavy with success. You know, tier 2 is almost just as heavy, but probably what I would say here is what do you think separates tier 1 from tier 2? Would it be is it amount of success at this point, like, or is it more like impact that separates them? As I look at the list, I'm trying to figure that out as I look at it.
And to me, the biggest thing is influence. Like and I'm not saying the right side has no influence, but everybody on the left influence people on the right. And you can look at that how you want to look at it. Like you say, well, Nas was out before Jay. Sure. But like Jay did it better. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake and Nicki dropped around the same time, but Drake did it better, right? And I think it's about the impact that the people on the left had as opposed to people on the right had. So it's not necessarily that one criteria. It's just like if you got to flip a coin and choose left or the right, I'm choosing the left.
There you go.
It could be 1% each way, but I mean, it's still that 1%.
I was going to say the discrepancy between 1 and tier 2 is way less than it is from tier 2 to tier 3.
I'll take that. Unless you talk about like the top of tier 1. And this ain't in order yet, but I mean, like the top 4 or 5 artists make everybody else look pretty silly when you just talk about numbers and sales and impact and all that. They outstrip the rest of the culture, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's true. One name that you do not see on here, and he touted himself as a GOAT of all time. He even told people, yo, I'm top 5 out here, and people rocked with it.
Blueface.
We talking about your boy, man.
Who that?
He from that crew, man. The LOX. Yonka, stand
Oh
up.
shit! Shout out Sheik Luke's
You know what I'm
Silverback Gorilla.
What's up, man? What's up? Wackest one in the crew.
Oh, it's J Hood. D Block.
Now you know. Listen, there's a YO person on this list already. Tier 3 DMX is holding that down.
Okay.
Where do we put a gentleman named Jada Kiss on this list, man? Talk about Jada Kiss. I know you more than me, even big Jada fan. So talk about it, man. Let me hear what you got to say about Jada as an artist.
Let me pull up.
Peace, John. I'm in the okay. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Let me pull up.
Black that guy. I gotta hit him. My fault. Passive aggressive motherfucker.
So Mr. Terrence Phillips, aka
that guy, Mr. Top 5, dead or alive.
I mean, for somebody with the body of work that he has, but for people to really feel like that about him, ain't that kind of nuts?
It is.
So here's what Kiss lies to me. There are other people that we talk about on this list who may not have the biggest sales or anything of that nature, but it's just something about them and they run and they impacted all that shit. So I'm pretty like this. If you're talking about pure sales, Kiss ain't got it. Kiss got a couple gold albums, right? And he got a multi-platinum album with the Locks. But as far as a solo artist, he got a couple gold albums, and that's phenomenal. That's good. More than what I got. You feel me, bro? I sold like 14,000 records total. And, you know what I mean? So like good.
Right. Of course.
But on just plain sales, it don't seem that impressive. Now it's better than some artists, but not impressive. But here's two things for me that works in Kiss's favor. Why I feel like he deserves to be in this list. One, Kiss probably got a top 5 catalog of features. And it says something when your contemporaries and your peers tap in with you to get that work. This is how I feel about like Fab. Have Fab ever gave you a trash verse? Like never.
Not on a feature.
Is never whack. Never, bro. Like he just don't do that shit. Like even Wayne is giving me like that's some boring phoned in shit. Like,
the worst Fab will do is like that was all right. That was cool.
Right.
That's the worst he does.
Kiss makes your track better.
It gets popping.
Y'all use beats for help. We help the beats. You feel me?
Yeah.
So for me, just that's the first thing.
Okay.
Fair enough. Okay. Second, this is kind of like we talk about classic albums. If you go into a barbershop and 8 or 9 people basically say, "Oh yeah, that's a classic," it's so. You don't got to debate too much.
Right.
When you talk about top 5 MCs, like lyricists, rappers, don't Kiss then get brought up?
He does get brought up, but especially if you in New York.
Especially if you're in New York.
You know, so
I think niggas worldwide respect his pen.
Kiss. I think so. I think we're still, no pun intended, but we're jaded towards him a little bit, I think, in New York.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
I'll take that.
Here's why I'll go with it, bro. And the two things that I would say about Jada Kiss, because there's no debating that sale wise, he's not sniffing this list. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say not sniffing.
He's
got a
peripheral
platinum album.
He's on the peripheral though, bro. He's not by himself.
We didn't do that to everybody else.
We did.
We gave Lauren a multi-platinum album for the Fugees.
No, I know, but we still said that she was part of that faction. But the reason why she's on here is because she has one of the greatest albums ever created. Period.
Absolutely do. Period.
Right. So listen, this is what I say about Jada, man. One, you'd be remiss, and I would be as well, if I didn't mention this man's longevity. Now, when I say longevity, I mean that kind of layered, right? Kiss might be. He's not the only one. Don't get me wrong, but he is one of the few people that if you play his like first few verses that he got popping with when he came out, and then you play his verses from a few weeks ago when he was doing something else, yo, his delivery, bro, it's a formula, and it really hasn't changed at all
I don't
since
know
the
if that's a
beginning.
good thing, but right, yeah, it really hasn't.
He makes it work though,
As
bro.
far as this rap game go, I'm the
Yeah.
Achilles.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like Wheezy F, and the F is for faded. Like it's the same shit. Yeah.
Bro. So I give him that because he never detoured off of that path. He was like, yo, I got this formula and I'm gonna stick with it. He figured out that his voice was dope. You know what I mean? Played with it a little bit along the way. He learned how to have a little bit more like add a little bit more flow and like even more cadence into his raps and stuff. But the basic formula is the same. You know what I mean? And
it works.
And it works. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's very unique to him. You know what I'm saying? The other thing I'll give him is kind of like what you were touching on, but it's impact. You know what I'm saying? You walk into a barbershop, bro, and starts talking about best lyricists of all time, and this dude comes up. Pretty consistently comes up.
If they don't mention Kiss, they pretty much on dope.
You know what I mean?
They don't know music. Yeah.
You know, so like with those two things, I think that's why we talk about him in the top 50 conversation, because it's like, has there really, I mean, even like the mega stars, right? Like Jay changed his flow several times over the years.
Yeah.
Kanye changed his flow. Drake changed it. M changed it. Lil Wayne changed it. LL, now LL might be in that same cloth where he figured out the formulas like, yo, this is how it go. You know what I mean? And it's kind of the same, but there is a distinct difference between early LL and later LL. You know what I'm saying?
The Ja Rule. Yeah.
Yeah. Missy Elliott, don't do that. Missy Elliott, right. She pretty much stayed the same. Tip changed.
Nah, right? Missy evolved, bro.
She did evolve. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you Missy evolve. Did Tip? You're a big fan of Tip. Shout out to T.I.'s set. Don't get talked enough about the Yankee Stadium. He did that.
Man got 40 hits. He can do a versus with anybody and whoop their ass. Got so many.
So T.I. You tell me, has T.I. changed from beginning
Absolutely.
to end? Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Nelly certainly has. Nelly was on, it was like by design that Nelly was going to change how he delivers his words. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So think about that. So Jada, man, the way he was able to do that is very unique.
Okay. Do we give, so Kiss was on two of the most impactful songs of all time. Does he get credit for that? So first is Honey. Honey went like 25 times platinum. The Honey remix of Mariah Carey joint.
And then what? All About the
And
Benjamin?
Then Why? No, Why?
Oh, Why? Yeah.
Why was like his biggest song.
Was he on All About the Benjamins?
He was.
That would be one of his biggest songs. That song was huge.
It is, but Why?
And Why went. Yeah, it went. Why Honey went. So when we say that,
Honey went crazy, bro. Honey was like number one for like 5 months. Honey went crazy.
Yeah, no, it that gave him a global and international reach too.
Absolutely, good point. Absolutely.
You know, shout out to Rashad in the building, DJ Rec Boy Shad. Tomorrow you can tune into him Wednesday 7 p.m. in the studio with the Rec Boys right here on Facebook. Salute to that, brother.
Hey, gang. I had my hat off, nigga. I was like, yo, you peep. I put them on, bro. I got you. Appreciate that.
All right. That's what I like. Shout out to everybody across the what?
Go ahead. I was going to ask you how we feeling about Kiss.
I feel a lot better about Kiss when a bunch of these people hit that like button. Hit the like button. If you hear my voice, hit the like button, please. Can I have a top 50 artists of all time in hip hop and not have Jada Kiss on it?
I think he's a good mixture of all the criteria. He's not at the top of any of those lists.
For me, he creeps into tier 5. I'm gonna put it like that, bro.
But like, yeah, if let's say you're doing top 50 in every category, ain't he in the top 50 in every category?
Pretty much.
Which should make him a top 50 artist.
Right, because I think the part that probably pushes him over the top is the fact that, or over the hump, I should say, to get into the top 50, is the fact that if you
We Are the Streets.
if you put him on a track with somebody, more than likely the track's gonna go.
Okay, I was gonna say We Are the Streets. I mean, Wild Out was nuts too.
Yeah. No, We
Nuts.
Are the Streets is classic, bro. I mean,
I think it's a classic album.
I think it's no, I don't. There's no debating with that. Is there a debate with that?
I think it is. I don't think everybody feels the same about the Locks. I think that's sometimes that's that New York shit in us. I think it's a
Maybe.
street. I think it's a street classic, but I'm okay if
100%.
people don't agree. I'm okay if people don't agree. I like it a lot.
Didn't they get 5 mics? I think we got 4, at least 4.
You gotta check that out. Well, Benzino, we know the fix was in with him, so I don't even trust the source.
Yo, Benzino admitted that he didn't give M 5 mics just because he was beefing with him. He admitted that. So
you saying this is tier 5?
I think I would feel okay with him in tier 5.
Okay.
He's in a good company in tier 5.
Okay.
If you like the way I did it in my head, bro, is I put him on every tier, and I said to myself, how does he stack up with this tier? He don't stack up with tier 1, bro.
Okay, how about this?
He don't stack up with tier 2, bro.
If I said Puffy or Jada, because we got Puffy tier 4, he got the numbers to back it up and the influence and the impact. But nobody's choosing Puffy over Jada.
Nobody's choosing him over that. But if we're talking about, most successful, hip hop artists, you got the ball. What'd you do with it?
Yeah.
Jada has solidified himself in this culture as a legendary MC. If he, is blessed enough to keep going, he's gonna be, in a vault somewhere, and you're not gonna be able to touch his legendary status. That's just a fact.
Let me ask you this, and we can talk about somebody else before we get too late. Did he play himself? Like, should Kiss have gone solo way earlier and just drop albums every other year? Because we pretty much know why he didn't, about the loyalty shit. I mean, he was doing this thing, but like he was LO, you know what I mean, from the jump, and like he just wasn't about going super crazy with it. But I feel like if Kiss dropped 10 albums, he'd have a classic or 2 instead of dropping only 6.
I don't know. Does that play a part into what I think about him being on the list now? Jada, no, I don't think he played himself. I think he did the right thing, only because I think that's what I would do, bro. If I'm him, I do what he did.
Omarion said, "Fuck that! I went and got that bag."
He did.
Fuck that group.
But that wouldn't be me. Would that be you?
Timberlake wouldn't be Timberlake if he didn't leave.
I respect what Jada did, man. I do.
Jeezy wouldn't be Jeezy if he didn't leave Boys in the Hood.
Well, he needed to do that though. That was a clear, like, okay, there's a superstar, and then he's got 2 sandbags.
Is Nelly in the St. Lunatics?
He brought the St. Lunatics with him, though.
But he kind of, but that wasn't his group. We've talked about this before. He wasn't a St. Lunatic initially. That's not the group. They brought him in
that was
after
his people, though. It wasn't his group, but that was like his mans.
Nah, it wasn't. It was his rival. He did a whole interview about this. You should look it up. Like, that wasn't his mans. That was his rival. And he had the song "Shit the Buzzin' in St. Louis." And then when Nelly had Country Grammar going off, he was like, "We gotta go. We gotta put the resources behind him." He got it and brought him in. Like, they talk about this freely. That wasn't his mans. Them niggas was competitors. Murph was his mans.
Right.
That was That was Gibbs' group. That wasn't Nelly group.
Yeah, I guess that is news to me. I didn't know that part. I always thought that the St. Lunatics people were like, they knew of each other. They were, so maybe that's what it was. They were rivals.
Niggas went to different high schools and everything, bro. They were competitors. Yeah.
Yeah. So I look at that and look where it ended up. So I think that's pretty dope. Right? I mean,
they hate that nigga though.
Yeah, no, I know. So wait, back to Jada though. Back to Jada.
Talk about it.
Where I told you I'm thinking tier 5. What are you thinking?
That's where you go. And look, I'm okay with saying I may be giving him extra points because he's a New Yorker, and like I find it hard to talk about 50 hip hop artists without talking about Jada. But I will freely admit he probably like 48 in this list. Like because it is really about what you did with it. And I think for me that the heavy influence on the Kiss feature and him walking on almost every record he touched, that matters.
Mm-hmm.
The mixtapes matter. The shiny suit era matters. The free to locks matter. Like a movement to get out of a that wasn't a thing. Like free to locks culturally, that wasn't a thing, bro. Like that matters. You know what I mean? Why is a super ridiculous record?
I know.
It just was. It took off out of space. You feel me? The shit with AI. Remember the AI commercial with Kiss? That was nuts. Rappers wasn't even doing that. Like that was new. To have a rapper and a basketball player doing that. Them niggas wanted to run all summer. That was a big deal, bro, for Kiss to be doing that. Remember with the basketball squeaks and AI dribbling while he was rapping, doing the shoe commercial? That wasn't a thing before that.
Yeah.
It was niggas in the background. I think I be that he is me. Like it was choirs in the background and niggas going to church over Jordan shoes. Like Kiss flipped that shit.
He did. He really did do that. Jada's just he's one of the like my people that like I love that he's so recognizable, his voice. You know what I'm saying? I love that he stayed true to his roots. I love that, you know, he stayed with his crew and did it the way he wanted to do it. I think that's super dope about Jada. You know what I mean? And
he's cool.
And he just seems like a cool
ass dude.
Yeah, he really do, man. So like, salute to Jada Kiss, man. I do agree with him being in the top 50, and I think in that tier 5 is where he belongs. He belongs there because of impact. He belongs there because of longevity. Being a part of a classic album, having, you know, countless features where he basically took over songs. You know what I'm saying? That's for me. That's why. And then, you know, the little things on the side are just peripheral things, but they're still cool. That the fact that he does seem like a genuine dude. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he is about 45 minutes from my crib. I could get in my car right now. I could be where the Rough Rider studio is in 45 minutes. You know what I mean?
He's probably out there hanging. That's the nuts part. He's out there, him and fucking Sheik drinking fucking kale juice. Like, the niggas is really outside doing that. Just hanging out with a dingy white tee. Like
big facts. Big facts, you know. So remember, y'all, we do this every Tuesday where we just get online. Me and my man right here, we just have the best conversation online that you can find at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays. What we talking about? So make sure you tune back in next week for yet another episode and more top 50 talk. We closing in, man. We did it on a slow go, but I think it's been super dope that we've been able to kind of touch on this all season long, and you know, the fact that it's the anniversary of hip hop, it all makes sense on what we're doing. So hopefully y'all are entertained by that. I can't wait to have some people come on the show once we have the list complete. I can't wait for people to come debate us and talk about the list and tell us their opinion. You know, all lists are made to be debated. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But we've put a lot of thought into this. As you can see, we have half-hour conversations about one artist and if they belong on this list or not. I think that if after a half-hour conversation, 2 intelligent human beings say he belongs on the list, he belongs on the list, man. That's just how it's going to be. I'm sorry.
Or her.
Because there's a few of those. There's a few of those out there. Black man, we are almost out of here, brother. It was so good having you back, man. So welcome back, brother. Welcome back.
Yeah, for a little while.
You out again? When you out again? Tell the people when you going. When you going again, man?
Couple weeks. My birthday is on a Tuesday. So
yep, the 12th. Yep.
Y'all not gonna see me.
Yep.
That's crazy work. I got another vacation to go to in like a month or so.
He's gonna be 45, y'all. 45.
That's nuts, y'all. I gotta get out of here for that. Arbor Days. I can't do the show on Arbor Day.
Okay.
It's crazy.
It's Pink Flamingo Day that you can't do it that day either.
Arbor Day is really lit. Nah, it's good to get back, bro, and talk a little bit. Next week I want to talk about what happened in Jacksonville. I think it was good not to go too negative today in the show and kind of get back into it. But I do want to discuss the world because, you know, we do that. We intelligent men who look at the world through different lenses and are able to have a cognizant and intellectual conversation about what we feeling and perceiving and what's happening around us. So I look forward to doing that. But nah, bro, it was good to be back. It's good to get away. and I need some more of that because I really haven't done that in like a year. It's been like sporadic.
You've been
So
working hard, bro. You
work
deserved
hard,
it,
bro.
man.
I appreciate it. So I'm gonna lean into it a little bit
Yeah,
this
that's
fall.
what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Enjoy that, and take heed to that, everybody, man. Always make sure you slow down a little bit. Recognize that you are the motherfucking shit out here. You doing it every day. You working hard. Pat yourself on the back, man, because not everybody's doing that. As much as you think your
Right.
life might be mundane and it's just a routine and this, that, and the third, trust me, you doing it. And there's a lot of
That's
people out
right.
here not doing it, and you doing it. So salute to everybody out here in the grind, doing what they need to do, taking care of themselves and their own. Salute to that. So on the behalf of super producer Big Angie, Hazel, Louie, you crazy little boy, my man King Blackout, everybody who tuned into this show today. Shout out to my boys, the Rec Boys. I went out to Liberty, right? While you was gone. I went out there, I checked out the rec center. You know what I mean? So that was dope. Salute
Shout
to
out
them
to my
brothers.
baby.
And shout out to Cass. Shout out to the purple. This is it. Why when we get mad?
Bruh,
Look at
don't
that
do that.
nice purple car behind him.
Don't
It's
fucking
nice.
do that. Don't do that. Put some respect on her name.
Yo,
All right.
it's a nice purple
Shout
car
out
with
to
yellow.
Giselle.
Oh, that's her name. Oh,
That's
you
my,
shout
that's
out
my
Hazel.
bitch. That's my
Shout out
bitch,
Hazel.
Giselle.
Okay. Giselle.
Shout out to
I
them Ensons and Hellcats, Scat
Alright.
Packs.
All right. Yo, Black man, I
Yeah.
love you, brother. Be well, be good.
sir.
Make sure y'all tune back in. I'm going live at 9 with Honey Stacks, a beautiful young lady that's doing some things in the music industry. So tap into that interview. I will see y'all 9 o'clock. Y'all be good. Tune in next week, 7 p.m. Tuesday. Peace, y'all.
Peace.